everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my Instagram live all about collage making using Pinterest. So I'm going to go straight to the point, and if you guys want to get this cheat sheet of all the steps you need to know on how to create a collage, all you need to do is comment the word create on this live and you'll get this straight to your inbox. I know not everyone can always tune in for the entire length of the live. So if you would like this cheat sheet with all the steps you need, all the ideas around creating collages in Pinterest, just comment create and I'll send that straight to you now. So let's dive in. So I put a Instagram story up on my stories I think on Friday, and asked everyone if they were interested in learning about this. I had 10,000 views on that story. I think that's like my highest views I've ever had in the story. So that told me straight away that you guys want to learn this. And this is a really fun, easy thing to learn. This is such a visual thing. It's so suited to the beauty industry. So let's get started. I'm going to dive in. And the great thing is it's super, super easy. Just remember, if you would like this deck that gives you all the steps, ideas on how to use collages, just comment create. So we are going to jump straight into the Pinterest app. So I've got it here on my iPad. I do think it's better to create collages on an iPad or a phone. And, you know, the good thing is that's really accessible to stylists. You know, we are naturally already on our phones and devices a lot, so you don't need to worry about being on a laptop or a computer. I know that's a little bit trickier to access. So we're going to jump into Pinterest here. So I've got an account on Pinterest. It's really easy to set one up. This is just my Pinterest feed. And then right down the bottom here, we can see a button that says create. We're going to tap on that button and we're going to tap collage. So once we tap that, collage is literally where you build your collages or mood boards. So this is where we create that multiple pictures laid on top of each other effect. And it is just an amazing visual to help you be inspired, be creative, and utilize on your social media as well. So straight away, it prompts you, once I've opened up Collage, it prompts you with some visuals. So you can go ahead and start using any of the visuals it's prompted you on. But I do find a great collage definitely has a theme. So have a think about what theme you want to do. You know, it could be a theme around a color. It could be a theme around a trend you're seeing. It could be a theme around a gift guide or, you know, products that you want to push or a certain style you want to celebrate. Just making sure you kind of have a visual theme. And usually those themes are kind of color coordinated too. You do kind of want to keep a bit of a color theme going so that it doesn't look too messy or different. So I'm thinking for this little tutorial, I'm going to do something around bangs and blowouts. I think, you know, that's on trend. It's very visual and it's going to be easy for us to create together. So I'm going to just type in the word blowout, which I've already done. And then we're going to see what Pinterest is giving us for that. So straight away, it's showing us all the different pictures on Pinterest that represent a blowout. And it has already showed you like popular cutouts. So you can already see what cutouts people are using. So I definitely think I'm going to be putting Matilda Durf in my collage because, you know, she's a perfect person to put on a mood board, isn't she? And so what I did as I tapped that picture, it was already cut out because it was a popular cutout. I can pinch it and then I'm going to start building my collage. So I like to start building a collage with my main kind of hair pictures and then I'm going to put filler cutouts in there. So we've got Matilda there. I'm going to press plus and then I'm going to search that blowout word again and add some complementary blowouts too. I definitely think I can have a bit of a theme of, you know, blondes and brunettes. I wouldn't add too many other colors. I really like this one here. And you can see it's already cut out for me there if I choose that one. But if I choose it here, it actually highlights it and finds the cutout and I just press add. So, you know, your collage doesn't have to be completely hair. You can absolutely have a little bit of elements of lifestyle in there. So I love that we're kind of getting that she's taking a selfie here. It's not just hair. It's bringing more context to the hair, making it a bit more visual and interesting. So I'm having a scroll through the other ones they've suggested here. I think this one looks amazing. Let's go with that. We're going to press add. And again, I'm starting my collage with my bigger pictures, my bigger hair pictures, and then I'm going to fill it with other things. I love this one that has the hairstylist in there with their hand. I think that's really cool. Now, this is a really good example where I'm going to show, if I'm going to put this here, you know, to make this look a bit better, I'm going to hold down and layer it so that that one layers over the top. And then I'm going to hold down here and layer that one so that one goes at the back. So that looks like makes a really clean cutout because things look like they're like gelled well together. So holding down and relayering is a really good tip for that as well. So I'm going to bring that bigger. Let's get a brunette in there. I think looking at that, I could definitely have a bit more of a brunettes to complement all those blondes. I might write bangs and see what comes if I write bangs and see if I can get a really cool brunette bangs to add to this, because I did want to theme this as bangs and blowouts. I thought that would be a cool theme for this one. So what am I liking? And honestly, anyone who's tuning in, if you have any suggestions on what I should add, what words I should search, and you're curious what comes up, absolutely comment on the live and I will search it for you and we can build it together. I really like this one here. I think that one's really cute. Press add. I don't know why it doesn't like that one. Searching. Big out. Press add. Oh, why don't you like that? That's all right. We'll do another one. I'm just going to keep building this away. Oh, you're back. Good. So I'm going to write, and now I'm typing in brunette bangs like that and see what comes up there. I'm pretty sure I've spelt brunette wrong, but please ignore that. And anything in here that we like. I really like this one. I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to press add. Amazing. And put that up here. Now at this point, I feel like I've got plenty of hair. So I'm going to now start filling it with other things. So what could we add that we think is complementary to this hair and kind of doesn't necessarily have to be hair, but is something that complements this? I think we could definitely go with like maybe fashion, if I type the word fashion. So I call these kind of like collage fillers. It's not so much the main element, but it is a complementary picture that will go well as a smaller picture. Fashion cutouts. Let's see what comes up here. Oh, no, that's not what we want. So if we go back here, cutouts for you, that's always good too. If you're a little bit like unsure what to add, what you can add to complement those main images, there's some really cute ones in here. So we can do things like coffee, and we can put that at the back again, so it's not such a big focus. We can do things like swatches. So I really like makeup swatches. That looks really nice. Playful look. Oh, I like that. I'm going to add that in, see what happens. So I'm liking keeping with that color palette of blondes and brunettes. I've added a makeup swatch that is complementary to those colors. I'm going to hold down and layer that at the back. Maybe one layer can come up like the top there. I reckon some kind of like sunset maybe would be nice if we can get like a sandy sunset that's kind of a similar color. Sunset aesthetic. Aesthetic is a great word to search too, absolutely. Even this is a really good example of, I can pop this up here and I can actually set, pretty sure somewhere I can set it as the background, but I quite like it like that. So I'm going to go that. I can do it really big so it really covers more of the page. And then we're going to do, what else can we do? On my cheat sheet, I've got a whole bunch of different filler ideas that you can write. You can add quotes. You can say like quotes on here that would make it really cute. Vogue aesthetic, that's a really cute one. So this is where you're going to kind of add a bit more of your fashion elements. So I might put something like that in. I'm going to put that down here. Maybe around, no, I like it here, a bit twisted, more like that. Let's see what else comes up in Vogue aesthetic. I like the gold. I feel like I could put some gold maybe behind here. Oh, you can hardly see it. Oh, there we go. I like that. Ooh, done. And then obviously we just got one little last bit to fill just over here. And I reckon maybe something sparkly, something gold and sparkly. Let's see if I write in the word sparkly, what comes up here? Sparkle aesthetic. So the keyword aesthetic is definitely a great one. Ooh, I'm liking this. So really cute glitter stuff in here. It's only a really small frame that I need to fill, so I think I'm just going to go with this. And pull that in here, and then I'm going to hold down and make that go to the back. So really golden vibes here, golden blowout, bangs and blowout vibes is what I've made. I could play around with this for days, but I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really cute. I'm going to press next, and it's going to save. It's going to give me a few options. So I've actually started making collage, a board on my Pinterest of collages. So you can actually put that on, I can put that on my collage boards and press save. I'm going to call that bangs and blowouts. Done. And we're going to press create. And then it will give us an option to save down to our camera roll as well. So I'm going back to the pin that I've made. Here's the one I just made. And then I'm going to press, let me see, we're going to press save. Nope, doesn't like that. Here, we're going to press the 3 dotted lines here and download collage. Allow access to photos. And see, when I'm downloading it, it does default to a video, which I don't particularly think is as useful. I think what we want to use is a photo of the mood board or the collage. So I swipe across to the image, this one, and I press, yep, I want image, and I press download there. Amazing. So that is now in my camera roll, ready to use however I like. So I'm going to go back to my cheat sheet. So just a reminder, if you guys would like those steps that I just stepped you through on what to do, all you need to do is comment on this live create and you'll get it. So in this little cheat sheet, you can see I've given you the steps exactly what to follow, little circles around what you need to tap on, and then some really key tips. So some of the things I was talking through there, I've mentioned quite a few of the different words you can use for, searching your mates to create your main hair images, as well as your filler cutouts. So your smaller little complementary cutouts that, complement the hair and add to a trend, but don't take away from the hair too much. So these are all some great ideas of words you can search. Really interesting and great tip here is you do have the option inside Pinterest. If you don't want to use other people's hair shots, you can use AI hair. So I'm just going to press create and show you quickly. There's 2 good options because obviously Instagram references other people's work. Whereas, if you didn't want to do that, if you wanted to make it less, associated with someone's work, we can press, when we create, you can actually search the word AI hair, and then these pictures are artificially created. So it's a bit of a wild topic because obviously these aren't real photos, but if you don't feel comfortable referencing someone else's work, you can absolutely use AI imagery so that you have a visual representation of what you want to create without it actually having to be associated with another artist. So that's probably one positive I think about AI, that it doesn't have, you don't have that feeling of replicating anyone or referencing anyone in particular. It's pretty wild that you can do that now. So all you type in is AI hair and maybe the hair trend that you're wanting to emulate, and you can use a picture that's been made artificially, not by a human. Wild, isn't it? The other option you can do though, you can absolutely add your own hair photos to your reference. So I've created a board on Pinterest where the board is all hair photos that I have taken. So if I didn't want to reference anyone else's photos or their work, I can absolutely use my own imagery that I've got on my phone, that I've taken on my phone with my clients. I can use those hair images to create my board. So just giving you guys some options because, end of the day, we don't want to reference too closely, and it's all about being creative, not just replicating what other people are doing. So I do want to give you guys those options around AI or uploading your own imagery. Now, we've gone through the other ones. There's some other extra pro tips in there. You can read through that yourself. And then in terms of what do you do with that? So once you've created a collage, what's next? What's the best way to utilize a collage? Firstly, I think, it's worth mentioning, absolutely, you can use collage images for your socials. So, that asset I just made then, I could jump into Instagram, I could swipe across to stories, and I could upload that collage to my stories. So that's definitely one option. Or you could even create feed posts. So you could create feed posts for your feed. You could do hair themes around certain hair things of work you've done, and then collages of them. Again, it's something new and different that not everyone has done. And gift guides. I think gift guide collages are a great idea to help promote products in a more editorial way and a less just salesy way. So there's some 3 fresh ideas on how you can use your collages on your socials. But the thing I really want to spark with you guys is, this activity is all around creativity, right? And almost getting out of Instagram, which is a pretty noisy and cluttered place now. I think Pinterest and what it offers for that creativity is really exciting in terms of making you feel a bit more ignited with your creativity. And I think if we're going to go to that effort of being creative, why not think bigger and, use this feature of collages to create mood boards for photo shoots. So I think one of the first things you want to do if you're going to do a content day or a photo shoot is absolutely create a mood board. So I would be prioritizing, if you're playing around with this feature, if you want to think big and strategic and be really creative, use this as your starting point to plan a content day. Theme your content day, theme the hair that you want to create, the hair that you never get to create in salon, and do a content day based off your mood board. So I hope that really ignites some excitement and ideas for you, because this is why I'm really passionate about social media for you guys, is because this is all in the palm of your hands. If you want to be creative, do something outside of the salon. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on editorial photo shoots. You don't have to enter really expensive awards. You can do a content day, and now you can enter the Digital Hair Awards, where it's minimal barriers to entry, all content taken on your smartphone, and you can be a part of a really exciting awards celebration. So think big with this concept. If you're going to start creating mood boards and collages on Pinterest, let's utilize those and spark the initiative to do a shoot to enter the Digital Hair Awards. This is such an exciting opportunity in the industry, guys, and I really hope you look at this pathway of being inspired by your collage and then taking action to do something bigger and better with your socials and with your talent. And the best place I think you can do that is absolutely the Digital Hair Awards, because it's all on your phone, it's very easy to enter, and it's accessible worldwide. So it's a really exciting initiative. I'm very proud to be an ambassador for it. This is their website, the Digital Hair Awards website. Have a look there. My cheat sheet that you guys all get has a link straight to this too. You literally can see how easy it is to enter and how it is content on your smartphone first. Well, not first, completely. So you can see, anyone tuning into this live, anyone watching this live later, you have the ability to enter and win this. So go for it, Start by making your collage and then plan your content day and go for it. Enter these awards. It's such an exciting opportunity. Now, if you need extra help in planning your content day, so tick, you've created your collage, tick, you've got the goal of entering the Digital Hair Awards. Next up, how am I going to do that? Well, I have an actual course coming out with Chantel Marie where we teach you and show you step by step how to slay, how to execute and plan your most perfect content day. So this would go hand in hand if you're looking at entering the Digital Hair Awards. This is going to be your little Bible to make sure you don't miss anything, you get all the content you're after, you set up correctly, and the hair looks epic. So this is launching very, very soon. If you want to be in the wait list for that, there is a wait list that you can join, or just send me a DM. But it goes really well with this flow. Let's do something different. Let's get out of Instagram and get inspired by creating collages inside Pinterest. Then let's utilize those assets and execute and plan a content day and enter the Digital Hair Awards. It goes hand in hand, and it's super exciting. And I hope some of you guys get on board with it because it is in the palm of your hands, you guys. You can do this. It all just starts with getting inspired, being a bit creative, and stepping a little bit out of your comfort zone. So if you'd like this cheat sheet again, just comment create on this live and it's all yours. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you feel a little bit inspired and I can't wait to see some beautiful collages. See ya!